Hey guys, Lee from Galaxy Reviews here with yet another video. Today we have another special unboxing. We have this huge Ike figure from the Fire Emblem series. This one was one I was really excited about. Pre-orders opened sometime last year, and it's felt like it's been forever since it was announced till the actual release date and then shipping, of course. So really excited I finally got the figure. Without further ado, let's get ahead and get right into it as always. So this figure, starting with the price range, is around $185. That's how much more or less it cost me with conversion and all that from the Japanese yen. So a little bit on the higher side, of course, pretty similar to some of the other figures I've reviewed, such as the Pyra and Mithra figure from the Xenoblade series. And then now they're releasing all these different Fire Emblem series characters. Pretty soon we'll also have Marth, which I'm also really excited about. Marth is one of my all-time favorite characters, but they went ahead and released Ike first, which I also love. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So right off the bat, front side of the box here, which is, as you can see, is huge. We have the figure inside. Seems he has really nice protection from making sure that there's no scratches or anything like that, which hopefully that's the case. On the left hand or right hand side of the box, we have the picture of what the statue will look like. Really nice. And then on the back, we have all the different promotional pictures, which is awesome. We have all the different angles for the figure. Of course, this figure is not posable, so if you're looking for like an action figure where you can change the poses, maybe change the sword or expression or something like that, this is not the figure for that. This is a statue, so it is as it is. You can't really change anything around. And then on the other side, we actually have the in-game art for the pose, which is really cool. So they based the figure off the in-game art, which is pretty nice. All right, let's go ahead and get right into it. So let's go ahead and open it up. All right, a little bit on the heftier side. Not too surprised. Inside the box, we also have some instructions, it seems. Let's go ahead, move the box to the side there. Let's go ahead and start with the instructions, of course. That way we make sure we do everything correctly and not mess anything up. All right, so actually it seems pretty straightforward. So it just says, make sure you realign the pegs with the holes under the feet. And then it also shows us how to set up the head and cape, as well as the bandana. And then that seems to be it. And there's also like this stand to make sure the cape has the proper support. Really nicely, that way we make sure it doesn't break or anything like that. And then the other side, it's just in English, but I would say it's pretty straightforward. Oh, and then it also shows you how to put the sword together. Awesome. Let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, so I do see it has some tape, but let's see, because I remember, yep, there's quite a few tapes around the plastic packaging. So let's go ahead and cut those open, being extremely careful not to scratch the figure. I think I'm gonna leave one side with the remaining tapes. And there we go. All right, let's take out the sword first. I forgot the name of the sword. I'm just gonna call it the sword. But here we have the sword. So here's the top part, right? So this is the blade. So we'll put this to the side for now. We'll remove Ike. Oof. Okay, there's a lot to go over here. So right off the bat, figure looks amazing. Hopefully, there we go. Camera focus, and you can catch all the detail in the actual figure. And it actually has, some good heft to him, which is awesome. That speaks the level of quality of the material. Look at the detail in the pants. Right now I can't spot any defects, which is really nice. Obviously this is a pretty expensive figure all in all, so definitely want to make sure it's good quality. We have all the wear and tear. It's kind of hard to catch in the camera, but the what do you call it? But you know, the armor and the leg does have some wear and tear, which is really nice. They really did a good job with that effect. And then we also have that on the other leg. Yeah, it's kind of hard. I'm seeing here, at least on the little screen on my camera, it seems like it's just kind of blending in with the blue paint. But in person, you can really tell the difference, because it kind of looks like if it was, you know, like all scratched up and dirty. So it's a really nice effect. And then we have the handle of the sword here with Ike. I originally thought we would have to put them together, but it seems the figure already has the handle included, so that's good, so that we don't have to put that together. So it should be pretty straightforward. Seems here per the instructions, we just need to put the blade on the handle. Okay, let's see, it's not going in. There we go. So okay, so there is a proper way to put it. So if you are putting this figure together, it doesn't go in the first time, flip it around, it should go in nicely and easily. All right, so we have Ike kind of put together. I'm gonna see if he stands up here. Nope, he does not. So I'm just gonna lay him here in the plastic. Don't want him to get all scratched up or anything with the hard surface. Next up, we have the base. So this base just seems like a, you know, like a nice rock structure. Really good detail. You can tell it's definitely plastic. It doesn't have the same quality feeling as the figure or anything like that, but still gets the job done. It looks really nice, and they did a, you know, really good job with the details on this particular rock structure. Let's put that down. Next up, we have the scarf. I'll zoom in a little bit on the scarf there. Nothing too crazy. Pretty straightforward. They did a really good job with the detail in the fabric. So let's see, if you go back to the instructions, make sure we do this properly. It says here Alright, so it says here that the scarf goes into the back of his head. So, oh, actually, hold up, this isn't part of the scarf, it's actually part of his, you know, like bandana, pretty much. So nice. So let's go ahead and put that on. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna wait, since we do have the figure kind of laid here. I don't want it to bend or anything like that. So let's go ahead. Oh, actually, I think it has a little bit more tape, but there's another level. You know what? Let's go ahead. This seems kind of messy, but it's just due to the scale of this figure. It's making things a little bit harder to manage. So let's go ahead and put him down on the base so that we have proper, there we go, proper stance to work with. So really easy to install him on the base. You can see, just align the pegs with the hole in his feet and you're good to go. So we'll put him there. And then let me cut up some of the tape here in the box. Yeah, there's an additional layer of tape. There we go, and there we go. Okay, so on this side, we have the cape, and I'm already noticing there's more tape on the other side, of course. There we go. So I'm noticing this does have quite a bit of heft, so I can definitely see why the cape has its own stand, because it definitely probably needs the support, hands down. Okay, so this layer does have a lot of tape, so just make sure you cut it all up. It seems to have tape on all four corners. There we go. We should be good to go now. Perfect. Let's throw this inside the box. Okay, interesting. So we do have another piece of rock structure. This is probably where we will put the stand, as you can tell. Let's remove the stand. So we have this little T-type stand. Seems pretty easy and straightforward. So we'll install that into the new rock structure we just unboxed. Nice and easy. And the cape has, I would say it has even better packaging than Ike. I mean, look at this. We have foam, styrofoam on the bottom, so let's remove that. And then we have bubble wrap. Let's remove the bubble wrap sleeve. And oof, look at that. This is impressive. Okay, so the cape actually includes his shoulder armor, the shoulder piece, and the cape has really good heft. I would say this alone weighs almost as much as Ike in the stand. So let's go ahead then, per the instructions, we have to remove his head. So let's do that. All right, let's see how this works. So we're supposed to remove the head. I'm just gonna wiggle it back and forth. There we go. This actually reminds me of the Makoto figure. Pretty much the same concept. And then we install that on there. Doesn't seem to, let's see. Oh yeah, there is a little tab that goes into the Ike figure. So that should give it proper support. And actually that's the word I was looking for earlier. So the stand will give Ike proper support. All right, so I'm gonna make sure that fits in nicely on there. Boom, there we go. Kind of looks like the Headless Horseman now. But let's go ahead and install Ike's head back. Definitely don't want to leave him like that. And boom, nice and easy. So this is a good thing about these figures, right? You can pretty much put all this together and not really have to worry about it breaking, which is one of my main concerns with some of the other figures I've unboxed. Because if they're flimsy, you know, it doesn't really inspire confidence when putting them together. So there we have Ike, almost all ready to go. So now I just need to figure out how to properly set up the stand. So again, going back to the instructions, it just kind of says to put the stand right next to the larger stand and should be good to go. Let's see, is there a proper way to put the T structure or the T stand? So nope, just seems, you know, place it on there. Actually, hold up. So if we put the stand kind of like this, you gotta make sure this little curved side is to the right. That's what it seems to instruct here. So actually I did it correctly on the first shot. So that was good. So let's go ahead then and try to put this together. So if we take a look at the stand, it should pretty much go right around here. And yep, it's a perfect fit. And then it gives the cape the proper support there. And I think that's all there really is to it. Just gonna put it together like that. This will prevent the cape from probably, you know, bending downwards. And now we just gotta install the headband. So let's see, trying to look at this. Looks a little bit different. So here it kind of, you know, clearly has, you know, separation, but the actual scarf is kind of like overlapping, so it's interesting. So I guess, not sure if it really matters which way we put it. I'm just gonna assume it's something like that. Yeah, you can kind of tell the difference. So I'm just gonna try and put it on and see how it looks. If not, I'll flip it around. I think it's angled a little too high. Let me try flipping it around and see how that looks. Okay, so maybe it doesn't work this way because it seems to, you know, it seems to conflict with the cape here. So I am gonna leave it the other way around. Yeah, there's really not much room to mess around with it. So yeah, I'm gonna assume that's the way it goes, even though it does seem a little bit high. Yeah, I'm just gonna assume that's the way it goes. And there we go. Let me flip them around. And there we have Ike. Look at that. I'm gonna take a few B-roll shots. Alright guys, so here's a close-up of Ike. I decided to move the camera around for this one, again just due to his sheer size. I think it's better to just move the camera around. So I'm gonna try to get a few close-ups here, but you can really tell, again, the level of detail and love they put into this statue. It just looks amazing. Again, with the rock structure and the way his pose just fits in perfectly, it speaks the level of detail and design that went into this figure. Here's another close-up of the headband, sword, and cape. And then a close-up of the hair. Very nicely detailed and painted. And then let's do a close-up of the face. And you can really tell, again, they really went above and beyond for this figure. Here we have the detail on his arms and armor. And that's really it. Gonna go ahead and give this figure a 10 out of 10. Definitely one of my all-time favorites so far. So really hope you guys liked this review. Please remember to like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I look forward to my future reviews. Again, we have a Marth figure coming soon, so I'll go ahead and review that one once it's released, and we'll see how it compares to this Ike figure. But so far, any concerns I had, have been eased. This company definitely does a good job. Until next time, guys, see you later.